Hi, traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Commodity Report. I'm your host, Paul. Today is Wednesday, June 14th, just after 5 p.m. Central Time. And in this video, I want to look at natural gas, oil, copper, gold, and silver. So let's start. All right, looking at the 4-hour chart of natural gas. And since my last video, natural gas has not gone very far. It had a dip below on Monday, and then bounce right back up here. So this is all still looking very, very corrective. And I think that this is, just going to be the two, because I got the, 3 ways down. I think that's one. They're making, correction here for two, and then going down for three, four, and five. And if I zoom in a little, oops. So we've got 3 ways, 1, 2, 3 there, and then 3 ways here. And to me, it's looking like they're creating 5 waves, so like a 3-3-5 ABC pattern. Because I got 3 waves up to there, and then 3 waves to there, and then 3 waves up to here, and then they came down in 3 waves, and I think that's 4. Now, if they come down and break this 2-3-1-5 level, then that 3, I'm thinking this is going to be a diagonal, ending diagonal, and they're going back up one more time for 5. But if they break this 2-3-1-5, then I think we'll have 3, and it looks like there's 3 ways up. So then this could be like they're already creating like a leading diagonal, and they're already coming down, and then this will be a WX, and then a 3-wave Y pattern. So this little area will tell us, there's not a whole lot of upside. So if you are taking a long position, you got to have a real tight stop here. If 2-3-1-5 gets broken, then I think the top is in. So and you're not playing for a whole lot, because once this 2-3-9 level up here gets broken, at any point that fifth and final wave will end, and it'll reverse. So let's see what happens. We'll know probably by tomorrow morning. I would think in the London session, one of these two will break. This low will break, or this high will break, and then we'll know exactly what the pattern is. But overall, I'm still expecting more downside. So even if they come up and break it, then I think that's just a ABC. That'll be 2, and then they're going to come down in 3 ways for 3 and break that 2-1-3-6 level. All right, that's natural gas. Moving on to oil. So oil is looking more like this is just a big WXY pattern. And now, to me, this is looking like they're creating a leading diagonal, because I've got 3 waves down, and then 3 there, and then 1, 2, 3 waves down, and then 3 waves up. So it's looking much like a leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if they come and break this 6680, then that'll confirm that this is a leading diagonal, and then that'll be 5 waves. And then it'll just be interesting. I would think that this 5th wave will terminate, so 6680. Maybe it comes down to like 66, or into the 65s, but I don't think it'll come and break 63, 64. So I think this will be a leading diagonal, because then this will just be 1. Then you get a correction up for 2, and then down and break 63, 64, and you're going to get 5 waves down. So, but it'll be interesting, because if they do on this fit, if what I think is this is a diagonal, so you get 3 waves, and they do come and break that, then there is the potential that this big move down in oil, this this wave will be done, because that's 1. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 1, that's 2, 3, then you had this WXY, that's 4, and then what I think is, I'm saying I think this is going to be a leading diagonal. That could be an ending diagonal if they come in and just straight down and break 63, 64, because then you'll have 5 waves. We won't know until that high gets taken out, because even if they do break it, it still could be just the first wave of the 5th wave. But so I'll be curious to see how that plays out when they come in, what I think they're going to do and break 6680 for the 5th wave. I would think it's going to stop short of 63, 64, and then a correction will happen, but who knows? So that's what I'm looking for. I think they're in the fifth wave of a leading diagonal, and then correct, and then still more down. All right, copper. All right, so copper is just grinding higher, and I still think this is WXYXZ, like I said, but could be a leading diagonal. But it looks like this is one, and then they're right now it looks like I see like 3 waves for W, X, and then Y, and I would expect that it's going to start now to come down for this Z wave and break 354. So now this could all change into like a leading diagonal and still correct down and then still one more up. But for right now, I see this as a WXY, and it should be starting to come down. So I'm expecting more down to break the low for copper. And gold. All right, gold. So got this big, what I think is a leading diagonal down. And it looks like when I drill down into this whole thing, it looks like it's a W, X, Y, X, Z pattern up there. So that's a corrective pattern, and then that tells me that they're going to come and break this low one more time. So you're going to have that'll be A, that'll end up being B, and so far, it looks, that's very impulsive. And then it looks like you got an A, B, C pattern to there. So that could be like 1, 2. And then so far, this little piece right here coming down looks just very diagonal. So like 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 3 up for 2. And then it looks like that's 1, 2, and they barely broke it. And, so I don't know if this third wave is in yet or not, but it's looking like they're creating like a leading diagonal. So that's 1, that's 2. I would expect 3 might actually come down a little bit more. Then you'll go up for 3, for 4, and then still come back down for 5. So I would expect more down. You're going to get some bigger waves up because it's a diagonal. So the corrections can be pretty big, but overall it's just going to keep grinding down and take out that 1931 level one more time. All right, and silver. Yeah, so silver, after this 5 wave move down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got this as a leading diagonal. Looks like 5 waves up to here, and then this looks like a correction. And we can't confirm that it's done yet, but I would expect that silver will come back and break that high that they set last Friday, 24.52. So they might come down one more time, but there's enough waves that the correction could be already in. But I expect them to come up, and then once they break that, they might stop right at it or come way up high. But I would expect at some point then it's going to come back and break this 22.60 5 level one more time before heading up. So, you know, a little bit more up in silver, or maybe, you know, I mean, they might make this correction come way up, but it should at least come up to 2450. But then I still see one more leg lower before it resumes higher. Okay, that's what I see on the commodities. Hope that helps. Thanks for your likes and comments. Good luck, and see you in the next video. Bye.